Investigating the Doll Toys. Extreme Fetish, Taboo, Dollification, Bimbofication. Kinky Press, Bimbo Dolls, Book 4. Written by Kinky Press. Narrated by Ruby Rivers. Chapter 1. Infiltration. No, I'm telling you. They're all there because they want to be. The money is good for a short month of work. Melinda's boss could never understand. He was a man, after all. There is no way a woman would accept being turned into a sex doll, no matter what cash she's paid. Melinda pointed her nose up at the man in front of her. There should be no problem if I want to check it out. Make sure it's good and safe. It'll be a great story. His eyes lit up at that. Bob had always been a sucker for a good headline. Melinda was an investigative journalist who was getting some recognition for the way she put herself in harm's way to get the truth out to the paper's meager readership. There had been some small awards, and she herself thought she was getting a pretty good nose for finding scumbag corporations. Bob sighed. Fine, but you'll wear the chip so we can track you and listen in on anything that's happening. The chip had saved her many times. They would be able to find her exact location and record anything that's said around her. You can't always expect to be able to use pen and paper to write things down when you're in the thick of it. She nodded. Of course, I'll get there tomorrow morning and join the other women who are due for a doll makeover. They're up to something. I can feel it. Bob looked tired. Sure. Just bring me something I can print. The clinic, as the corporation called it, more like a factory, was open to the public so women could register to become a sex toy. Melinda could never figure out how someone could be so desperate for cash they'd willingly subject themselves to that kind of treatment. But here they were, a long line of women waiting expectantly to become warm holes for men to bury their cocks in. The line was moving along in orderly fashion, with no scuffing and no cutting. Everyone knew they'd get their turn. There seemed to be an endless need for more women. The deal was that you'd spend a month as a doll, and they'd give you a year's worth of minimum wage. That made her wonder just how much the ones running the show were paid. Melinda had tried to contact some of the women who had returned after their work was done, but no one had been willing to speak to her. Something was wrong here, and she would expose it to the world, even if it meant undergoing the process herself. They moved quickly, and Melinda was admitted after filling out some paperwork and consent forms. They all disappeared into a large double door, and she took a deep breath when it was her turn to go through. She entered what looked like a research facility, white and sterile-looking environments with everything appearing very futuristic.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?